What up, fish tank people? FishTankTV.com, Dustin's Fish Tanks, bringing it to you on a Sunday. How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had some good time with your family, chilling on Thanksgiving, eating all that food. I was just gluttonous, as I'm sure many of you were. And it's it's not very healthy or whatever, but I took a big extra plate of green bean casserole and some sweet potatoes home from Uncle's house. It was awesome. Chilled out. Been chilling pretty hard, folks, and I gotta tell you, last night I was a little like, man, what am I gonna do for Species Sunday? How am I gonna help these people out? You know, I've got a lot of videos, but I'm just really, I wasn't really feeling it, to be totally honest. And I'm trying to get myself fired up. And then I'm like, I got to thinking, I got a little sentimental, because in November of 2009, I started this little channel. And I remember it clearly. I remember putting the dirt down. I remember doing the 220 and talking about it and just doing like the first video. So it's been 4 years, so it's kind of a sentimental thing for me to be thinking like this time 4 years ago, where I was, what I was doing in my life, how many kids I had, how old those kids were and everything. So it's exciting for me to kind of like come full circle with it. I've got some exciting stuff for you today. I want to talk about the 220 and some of the things that I wish I would have done early on in the 220, dirting it. And then also, I got some contest winner to show you all. By the way, the Browns are up 14-7 on the Jags. Haven't been watching the game because I'm disgusted by Brandon Weeden, the way he stares down his receivers. But I hope your NFL team is doing well, unless it's the Steelers. Go Buckeyes. Didn't watch the game, but I always love when I hear beating Michigan. Here's what's going on. Let's start with the 220, and I'm going to tell you what happened. And look, I've been doing some work on it. I've been making it my sole focus. Move the 90 on out of here, and I'm having some fun with it. But I'm battling something that you can't really see on the surface. I don't know, maybe you can. It's really been tearing me up. I've got this like fuzz kind of algae on some of my lower plants. And I'm like, so why is it on the lower leaves of the plants? Why is it not on the upper leaves? I'll show you this swords particularly. I get this like algae fuzz on here or whatever. And I get it on my Cryptousteriana, which drives me crazy. And I'm like, on the leaves of the crenum, you can see it there and there. And folks, it's from a couple things. It's from a lack of water flow, and it's from having dirt in this tank. And people be like, "Oh, Dustin, that's why I don't keep dirt in my tanks." Whatever. Look, I got a reason for it. Okay, first of all, this was the second dirted tank. Oh no, actually, I had this tank up a while, but one of my earlier dirted tanks. And I will tell you, it's this. I used too much dirt, and I didn't cap it with quite enough from the early stages. And what happened is I have a couple of fish who are not going to come out right now because they know I'm pissed at them. And that's the clown loaches. The clown loaches, I caught them sitting in there going, just rifling up. Look at how the rainbows come up when they see I'm about to feed them. See that? See how they come up? But yeah, the clown loaches, folks, as much as you love them, as much as I love them, have been digging down into the dirt. So I'm probably going to get them out of here, to be honest, because I just can't handle it, all right? I just don't like the stuff coming up. I don't like them digging it up. The rainbows and don't do that. I'm going to add some more substrate. I've got the perfect substrate coming. But I had a couple things going on. Not enough water flow. The dirt cap is not covered quite enough. And I used a larger grade right here. You can see this. I used a little too big. And I talk about this in the Dirted Tank Guide a lot, which I've gotten some really great feedback on. But this is actually way too large of pebbles for me. I would like them to be like the size, like 1 or 2 millimeters. You can see that spot back there where I've got that clay. They can just sit down there and just tear it up. So yeah, if your dirt's not capped, you're gonna be in deep, deep trouble. And that's what I've been dealing with, and it's been bothering me, but at least I pinpointed it because I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Like, what are you doing? And I was freaking out. So I want to share that, and then I'm going to show when I fix it, how I fix it, and everything. But the loaches are getting larger. It is what it is. It happens. It's part of the battle, part of what we do. So they've been making a mess of the tank. So not too excited about that, but it's something I got to do. And look, I could BS you guys and be like, "Oh, the tank always looks perfect. It's always great." It's not the case. Okay, it's not how it is. Like, stuff happens. Like, things happen to people's tanks, and I think like I can bring more value to you all by showing you slip-ups, errors, stuff that happens. Everything isn't rosy in everybody's tanks. Don't act like your tanks are always perfect. And if they are, good for you. You probably don't have any kids. So yeah, that's been bothering me, but I've got a plan. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to do a lot more substrate in here. But I am happy with the way the 220 is looking these days, though. I got the crenum it was flowering. It's not really looking that hot. Also, the lilies coming up, you can see those come up. You definitely want to trim those back. See that one there and that one there? When they hit the surface, they start like getting really stringy and don't look as cool. Having trouble with them because they're kind of shading out some of the other plants I want. I'm probably going to be removing those. But it's time, folks. enough of the dust in this. It's time for me to show you some illness. I'm gonna show you guys. I gotta tell you, like, it took me a while to do a contest. I was like, I gotta do a contest. Here we go. But I want to talk about. I want to show you guys the winners. What am I saying? I don't know any better way to do this. I'm just gonna do it. This, folks, right here, Tyler. I met him in Chicago. I'm gonna turn the lights off and do this. This, my man Tyler, met him in Chicago. This is a 10-gallon tank, folks. How sick is that? Tyler, good meeting you, brother. Winner of the 0 to 10 gallon tank, Blixa. I forget, I think it's pearlweed at the bottom of it. Love the Aquascape. Just think it looks sick. 10 gallon, looking very killer. You guys can see every single one of these and the write-up on Dustin's Fish Tanks. I'm not going to talk too much about my opinions on them because I want to see what you guys have to say. I don't want to, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Like, I want to see what you guys have to say and what you think. Look, this contest was really, really, really hard to judge, by the way. It was not easy. Like, I had so many tanks. I mean, there was a ridiculous amount of entries. They were all crazy. Go to DUSTINSFISHTANKS.com. You can see them all here. Here's 10. Here's the 15. I got to give you a shout out. I don't know how to pronounce this. Joao Vaz. Joao Vaz. I don't know. Dudes from Lisbon, Portugal. Check that tank out. Boom! 15 gallons in your face. Looking super, super, super sexy. Really enjoyed that one. Ton of entries in there. We got my man Randy here. Randy Warfel, I believe it is, winner of the 29 gallon tank. I like this one a lot. And one of the things I noticed about it too is, Randy, my man, you won, claim your prize, but turn your lights off outside of your tank when you're shooting your thing. So like you can see the lights are on in the background, so you got the glare. That's actually a really, really, really sick tank with just a little bit better photography. But that's one of the points I wanted to make about this contest too, is it's not a photography contest, okay? Like, it's easy to take a good photograph, but it's another thing to have like a great tank. Some of those people that go too crazy with the photograph part of it, like this tank actually looks like this. So not like a trick photography type thing. And that's my thought on that. This one right here is the grand champion. I am, it wasn't, there were some that were close. Chris Stevens wins the $100. Forest to beach look. This tank is, oh yeah, shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yay. I mean, so, so sexy. Take the mic away, Chris. I would love to talk to you about this. Everybody, these winners, by the way, message me through the DUSTINSFISHTANKS.com thing and claim your prize. Tell me what you want. $100 coming to you, though. Forested Beach. A lot of things I love about this. First of all, this stick is amazing. Like a kind of like a macabre goth, kind of like just, look at it, creeps over there and then it comes over. Perfect, like, placement there, not too far over the beach, not too far back. I like the beach thing. The rocks, you know, I was like, what's that? But then he kind of explained he's waiting for those to grow in. So I love it. I really do. I love it. This is the #1 tank for Dustin in this. I want to hear your guys' feedback. And it was impossible to judge like all of them too. I mean, category by category, I had so many of them. Chris, banging job. Sean in Ann Arbor, rocking it with the, I believe this is a 75. I'll show you this here. And you guys can check all these out. And I really, really, really want your comments, what you like about them on there. I just thought this was killer. A lot of great color. Another just awesome tank. Good color. The driftwood, he said, you know, you can barely see it, but when you do see it, it's really sick. It comes down in through here. So you guys got to look at these on your own. This is not doing them justice. I thought about just rattling off the winners, but I'm like, that would suck. You had to show them. So, and finally, winner in the, oh no, Carter. See, I got kids. You see that? Dustin's Fish Tanks, 100 gallon plus a 125. Janet Harnish, I believe is how you say it. Boom. Loving it. Great tank. Sorry for the glare on my stuff, doing it with showing you guys on an iPad. Just a beautiful 125 though. Very, very beautiful. So I'm going to do a compilation of all of these with detailed write-ups on my thoughts. My thoughts about aquascaping, putting it in a tank, just that kind of thing together in a big old like aquascaping kind of how to have a great tank guide. And I'm going to have a lot of these tanks, plus some ones that were just awesome to show. So definitely put your comments on there. Get on the Aquatic Jungles newsletter. Check that out. Yeah, I also was thinking too, I was kind of like, man, I got to be around more of these fish tank people. It's kind of in a little like, kind of funk. What do you guys want to see in the way of a meetup? I want to do a Dustin event. I was thinking about doing an all-day, like, beginning, like, dirty plant, all the description of a bunch of different plants, talk about basic plant biology, then going in a bunch of plants, then dirting a tank together with a bunch of people in like a workshop type thing. going through, then talking about like the next level of plants, then talking about fertilizers, and then I wanted to talk about my Peru trip as kind of like a drinking beers, chilling, eating kind of banquet type thing. So that's my idea. Where should I have it? I'm not driving too far, but let me know your feedback on that. Let me know your feedback on these tanks, and go to DUSTINSFISHTANKS.com and give these people some love. They got some really, really, really sick tanks. So everybody make it an awesome week. Hope you had an awesome weekend, and tank on. Later.